hold on to it and shoot for the sky.
WWE airs a lot of television shows. On their website, apps they are partnered with, and weekly television programs. But there are some shows that aren't around anymore. Some good, some not so good. But anyways, we are going to list 10 WWE shows that don't exist anymore. Number 1. WWE Tough Enough. Tough Enough was a reality-based wrestling competition show where competitors would train and compete for a WWE contract. It lasted from 2001 to 2004. It made a comeback in 2011 and again in 2015. The idea of the show wasn't bad, but hardly any of the people to competed on the show and its history really added up to much. The biggest name and success story of any Tough Enough winner was former WWE superstar Maven, who at best was a mid-card talent. Sure, other talents and names had become big stars, but the show never really gave us too many main event quality stars, except for maybe a couple of names. Number 2, WWE Mixed Match Challenge. So this show was actually really cool. Teams consisted of male and female stars, would team up and compete in a tag team, like tournament, that lasted weeks. The teams would wrestle for a charity of their choosing, and the winning team won the money donation for their said charity. It was pretty cool to see either real live friends or couples team together, or even thrown together teams too. It was definitely unique and is something the fans of WWE wouldn't mind seeing make a return. Number 3, WWE Sunday Night Heat. So Sunday Night Heat was a taped show that lasted about an hour on Sundays, and even played as a pre-show to pay-per-views. The show started out as a pretty decent shows with big names and stars, giving us an extra hour of action every week and pump us up for pay-per-views that was coming up later that night. It lasted from 1998 to 2008. The show started off hot in the 90s and so on. But eventually, the show was filled with mid-card stars or less, and was eventually just a jobber of a show. By the last couple of years of the show, no one really paid attention to the show or wanted to watch it. WWE would eventually end the show, and it's never made a return. It did have some awesome segments and matches, but the version would die down, and the show turned into pre-show type show with lackluster matches and stars, and just wasn't worth airing anymore. Number 4, WWE Velocity. So, Velocity was like SmackDown's version of Sunday Night Heat. It was a good opportunity for up-and-coming SmackDown stars to compete, show their stuff, and learn their craft. The show ran from 2002 to 2006. But in 2006, WWE revived ECW, and that was the end for Velocity. Number 5, WWE Shotgun Saturday. So this hour-long show ran from 1997 to 1999. It was more adult-oriented and featured mid-card and low-card talent. It would take place in unique places like clubs, bars, and other locations before transitioning to arenas. But eventually the show would come to an end. It was more of a Monday Night Raw recap show and an undercard-like show. And at that time, a show like that wasn't going to last forever, and it didn't do to being canceled by mid-1999. Quiz time. Time for our video's trivia question. Who was the original general manager of WWE Saturday Morning Slam? Was it A. Triple H, B. The Miz, C. Mick Foley, D. David Otunga? Find out if you're right or wrong at the end of the video. Number 6, WWE AM Raw. AM Raw was a short version of Raw episodes that aired the week before that played at 2 a.m. Saturday night and Sunday morning. It played highlights and main event quality matches that aired the week before on Raw. It basically got you caught up on the main parts of Raw you might have missed out on. It also for a short time was aired on Saturdays at 9 a.m. It was eventually canceled in 2014. For a show that wasn't exactly prime time, it lasted for a good 9 years, almost a decade. So it wasn't all that bad, especially if you couldn't watch Raw live. It definitely helped keep you in the know of things. Number 7, WWE, Saturday Morning Slam. This show was very short-lived. It was a 30-minute show including commercials and was aimed at children during the Saturday morning kids block on the CW channel. It only lasted 38 episodes and was rated TVG. What was unique about it was since it was made for kids, moves that targeted the head or neck was banned. It was also made up of more comedy and laughable moments mixed with a little wrestling. It also had random superstars play role if commentator, along with Michael Cole. Overall, it wasn't a bad concept or idea, but it just didn't last longer than a year before it was eventually canceled altogether. Number 8, ECW. So in 2006, WWE revived ECW as its third brand. And as cool as an idea as it sounded, it just wasn't all that good. Fans wanted the original ECW back, the extreme hardcore wrestling and original ECW stars. But instead, they got a PG WWE show that was watered down and not what the fans wanted at all. It did, however, last until 2010 and had some decent matches, and it did give us some stars we still see today. But overall, it wasn't as successful as we wished it had been. At the end of it, fans wouldn't miss the ECW brand or show too much, and was excited to see it replaced with the new NXT show that was replacing it instead. Number 9, WWE Speed. In 2024, WWE introduced a new show and concept called WWE Speed. It was a deal in partnership with X, formerly known as Twitter. WWE would posted matches in a beat-the-clock type style, and matches lasted about 5 minutes and later reduced to 3-minute matches. But a year later in 2025, it would be quietly canceled. The show's 2 titles, the men and women's speed titles respectively, were given to the NXT brand, and that's where they are today. Number 10, WWE Confidential. WWE Confidential was a show ahead of its time. Nowadays in 2025, we are allowed more access to behind the scenes of WWE and get to see more of the business than ever before. But between 2002 and 2004, WWE gave us Confidential, which was an inside peek of the lives of superstars and stories you wouldn't hear anywhere else. This show was a big deal to die-hard fans. It was hosted by the legendary Mean Gene Okerlund. It was canceled due to budget cuts and to shift focus to more traditional recap shows. This would have been an excellent show now in 2025, and it's a shame WWE will probably never bring it back. Before we leave you, we asked a trivia question earlier in the video. Who was the original general manager of WWE's Saturday Morning Slam? Was it A. Triple H, B. The Miz, C. Mick Foley, D. David Otunga? And the correct answer is C. Mick Foley. He served as general manager of the show for a full year from March 2013 to March 2014, until his contract expired. Did you get it right? Let us know in the comment section. And that was our list. What other canceled WWE show or program can you think of? And which one was your favorite? Tell us in the comment section below. And don't forget to follow Ring Post Daily Podcast on YouTube and Facebook. Until next time, happy wrestling.